Another day in the Valley of the Sun. I'm down here in Phoenix. Well, I'm in Tempe right now, enjoying the beautification of being a snowbird down here for the winter. Well, I might go to Florida for a couple months. There's still idiots walking around with muzzles on their face. You get to some liberal blue pockets around here. But it is what it is. Actually, two things I want to comment about. First thing, closing arguments in the Ahmed Arbery case. Closing arguments today. Defense and prosecution did the closing arguments today, end of trial, in front of the jury. My feeling about Ahmed Arbery, well, he's a career criminal. I don't believe in killing somebody for trespassing. I mean, the crime was minimal. He entered a construction area unauthorized. You know, if it was me, I would chase him out of there. But the fact of the matter is, the guy in the pickup truck chased him. I'm not sure if the guy in the pickup truck intended to chase him. He was just probably videoing. But the two brothers, it was a brother and a father, I think. I can't remember the name. Travis McMichael and somebody else. They did things that I wouldn't have done. If it was me, I would have let him go. You know, he's no longer a threat. You know, but Ahmed Arbery seen a shotgun pointed at him. Maybe he ran up to the gun and decided, maybe he felt that his life was his life was threatened, so he tried to grab the gun. Bad move on him, grabbing the gun. He should have just kept running. If he was armed, I'm sure he would have used it. But Ahmed Arbery is not innocent. He has a criminal history. Let me say that. He was probably going in that construction zone to steal something, and he got caught. I believe in self-defense. I believe in a citizen's arrest, but there's that line you don't cross. And I think the two brothers and the dad or whatever, I think they crossed the line. There were certain things they did that they shouldn't have done. I don't believe it was first-degree murder. I don't believe that the brother and whoever, Travis McMichael, and I think it was his father, I don't believe that they're cold-blooded killers, but they made some bad decisions. The driver of the pickup should get off the hook. I don't think he committed any crime. The dad, maybe involuntary manslaughter. The one who shot him dead, with the shotgun, maybe manslaughter. Maybe second-degree murder, but that's kind of iffy. Manslaughter at best. First degree, no. I don't think the guys came out and said, hey, we're going to kill somebody today. No, I don't think that. So, bad decisions were made on both ends in the Ahmed Arbery case. This is a tough case. Both sides made bad decisions. This is a tough one. This was clearly not self-defense. I made a video when I first heard about the situation saying self-defense because I seen Ahmed Arbery grabbed a guy's shotgun. I think that was a stupid move on him, grabbing a shotgun. But I think the brother and dad or whatever instigated the situation. They seen him running. They should have just let him go. They should have called 911 saying, hey, we got a guy out here. He's trying to steal shit from the construction area. Obviously he wasn't a threat. He didn't point a weapon. He didn't come at the guys with the weapon. There was no threat. They wanted to chase down a jogger. And I don't mean racist. I'm sorry, I shouldn't use that word. But literally he was jogging down the street. That's what I meant. I know people are going to twist my words and be like, did you hear what Raging Rob said? He said a racial slur. No, I did not. Okay. But anyway, some people will take the word jogger and use it as a racial slur, just like the word cracker. I'm at Walmart right now. I had to go buy I'm hungry. I had to go buy a box of crackers. In other news, Kyle Rittenhouse got labeled a white supremacist. He was protecting a Indian-owned car lot while white liberals were screaming the N-word in the streets. Okay? But yeah, he got labeled a white supremacist. And all the people he shot was white. Figure that one. And I know what they're going to say. Oh, he was flashing the white power sign. It's not what it means. 3%, it was 3% of the militia and the patriots and the colonialists that made us a free country. That's what 3% means. This is the peace symbol. LeBron James did this double. Yeah, there's a photo out there, LeBron James doing this. It's peace and 3%. Who came up with the white power hand sign? White liberals. I'm going to be honest. I've seen more racist white liberals than I have black liberals. As you know, I go around, I film rallies and protests. I've actually gotten along with Black Lives Matter members that were black. Shaking their hands. They actually give me a hug. They thank me for being there. I've gotten along better with Black Lives Matter supporters than I have white Black Lives Matter supporters. I see Black Lives Matter out there. I might do a video. I've had Black Lives Matter supporters come up to me, shake my hand. We have a moment. We have a good conversation about how we feel about, each other. And we shake hands, and that's that. At the same time, I have white, teenage, young college-age white girls scream in my face, call me a white supremacist and a racist. This happened last summer in 2020. I was at a Black Lives Matter protest in Flushing, Michigan. Had a white girl scream in my face. Had a black guy come up to me. He had a Black Lives Matter face mask on. Shook my hand and said, "Thank you for being here." And he actually, the white girl I was screaming in my face, I didn't get it on video, but he kind of got her to back off. So why is it I get along with the Black Lives Matter supporters better than I do the white Black Lives Matter supporters? Why is that? Why is that? I'm going to tell you why. Because the most racist people on the planet are white liberals. That's it. White liberals are the most racist people on the planet. They are. I'm going to be honest. Second thing I want to talk about. Somebody unloading their car next to me. Second thing I want to talk about. This incident that happened in Waukesha, Wisconsin yesterday. Well, you're not going to hear very much on the mainstream media. They will make up... I'm already seeing the fake news. What happened yesterday in Wisconsin was tragic. Turns out 40 injured, 5 dead. As a red SUV plowed through a crowd of... It was a Christmas parade. Why are they having a Christmas parade this early? I don't know. But it was a Christmas parade in Waukesha, Wisconsin, which is about half an hour west of Milwaukee. And I got people next to me in the car, so I don't want them thinking I'm videotaping them. So that's why I got the camera down here. Anyway, a car plowed through the, or was it SUV it looked like? Plowed through the parade. Yeah, a lot of havoc and carnage yesterday. I send my condolences and I send my thoughts and prayers, and I pray to Jesus for comfort and for the victims' families. Hope they find some kind of peace, and I hope justice is served. Or it turns out an individual by the name of Daryl Brooks. So I did a little research on Daryl Brooks. He's got a long criminal rap sheet. Not surprising. This guy has also called for the death of Whitey, and has also somebody said he was a rapper. This guy is also a black supremacist. Yes, that do exist. They do exist. I'm not talking about the Black Panthers. I got nothing but respect for the Black Panthers. The good ones. There's a lot of good ones. There's people around me. I'm trying to make a video and there's people next to me in a car. But anyway, like I said, I'm not talking about the black supremacist Black Panther group down in Georgia, run by that leader who's an asshole, who his own group shot 3 of their own members. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about when I was in Minneapolis, Minnesota last summer, at the beginning of summer, doing video. Antifa was out there causing problems, and the Black Panthers showed up. And as soon as the Black Panthers showed up, magic happened and Antifa stopped causing problems. It's funny how that works. I'm actually glad that the Black Panthers showed up. I'm glad that they're out there keeping the peace. And to the Black Panthers of Minnesota that did show up to the Minneapolis riots and protests last summer, you have my respect. Thank you very much for keeping the peace. There's nothing wrong with looking out for your own kind. As a matter of fact, I encourage you to carry guns to look out for your own kind. Absolutely. First Amendment, Second Amendment, you have the right. Well, we're talking about Daryl Brooks. This guy was a black supremacist. He called for the death of Whitey. He actually went on social media and called for terrorism against white people. This guy was a racist. This guy was a black supremacist. I'm not saying white supremacy doesn't exist. Absolutely, white supremacy does exist. Absolutely. It's not as rampant as the mainstream media puts it out. As a matter of fact, I hear more about black supremacists than I do white supremacists. You want a white supremacist? Well, the white liberals are white supremacists. What are they doing? White liberals are the real white supremacists. They are. Because they tell black people, or Black Lives Matter or whatever, that, well, you people are down here, and you guys can't survive without us. Okay, they have to push that ideology of Black Lives Matter. Which I agree, black lives do matter, absolutely. But I don't believe in putting a skin color behind lives matter. That's why I say all lives matter. See, I cut out the bullshit. The mainstream media, I was listening to the mainstream media in my motel room this morning, and this stupid cunt of a reporter, she kept going on about the Ahmed Arbery case. Well, these 3 white guys killed a black guy. Let me get one thing straight, you stupid bitch. Let me retitle it for you. 3 guys killed a guy running down the street. It was one guy that killed the guy, not the 2 others. One guy in a pickup truck chasing him. Another guy, who happened to be the father, and another guy with a shotgun shot a jogger going down the street. I just cut the race card out. How'd I do that? How'd I do that? You cut the bullshit out, cut the race card out. That's what you do. Stop pushing the fucking race card, number 1. But that makes me sound like a hypocrite because I'm talking about what happened in Waukesha, Wisconsin. But facts are facts. This guy was a black supremacist. He called for the death of white people. This guy was a terrorist. There's only one person in the history of this country that was sentenced to death federally for a hate crime, and that was Dylan Roof. Dylan Roof is a white supremacist, no doubt. Well, Daryl Brooks, hopefully he's number 2. This was a hate crime. He went out there to attack white people. He called for the death of white people. This was a hate crime. And I hope he's charged for a hate crime federally. And I hope he gets the death penalty. I hope he gets a needle under his skin at the federal facility in Terre Haute, Indiana. Just like Timothy McVeigh and all those other pieces of trash. Daryl Brooks is a racist. That's that. You're not going to hear it from mainstream media. You'll hear it from me, though, because I'm not afraid to put out the truth. This was a hate crime against white people. That what happened in Wisconsin. Okay? Now, as far as all the injured and deaths, it could be, how do I say this? It might be other than white people. There might be other races that were injured other than white people. I'm sure there was other people than white people at this parade. I mean, it's 30 minutes from Milwaukee. So, I mean, I'm sure there was other races and colors there, right? So So that's an update on what happened in Wisconsin. This was a hate crime. Yeah. So that's what's going around in the world of fuckery and the world of dirt nowadays. Random acts of violence. It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. Random acts of violence will happen. So anyway, I got to go get my car washed. Yeah. So catch you next time. Raging Rob. I'm out.